bearded monkey.
Ever met a frog with a snort to rival your grandpa's? Or how about a bird that only breeds in a theme park? This is Ben with Bearded Monkey, and here are 13 rare species you've never heard of. Number 13. The elephant shrew was found in Boni Dodori Forest in Kenya and is one of the smallest mammals. Its habitat was destroyed due to rapid deforestation and expansion. They're insectivorous, meaning they eat insects and get their name from their obvious elephant-esque snout. Funnily enough, they're more closely related to elephants than other shrews. They are also one of the fastest small mammals and can reach speeds of 28.8 kilometers an hour. Wild populations declined from 20,000 in 1993 to under 20 in 2008. Number 12. The Agouti tarantula is also called the metallic tarantula, which is a pretty good band name. It can be found in Sri Lanka and southeastern India. Due to deforestation, firewood collection, and civil unrest, there has been a reduction in habitat and of course a drop in population as a result. As these spiders age, they gain a blue chromatic-like sheen, which is their namesake. They can only be found in a tiny stretch of forest less than 100 square kilometers, though the species was originally found in a timber yard, thought to have made it there by train. They build funnel webs and holes in trees, but aren't aggressive, though they will inflict a venomous bite if provoked. They are critically endangered, though are bred in captivity and kept as pets. Their population is still on the decline though. Number 11. The northern hairy-nosed wombat can be found in Epping Forest National Park in Queensland, Australia. They have very poor eyesight, being nocturnal and all, and they rely primarily on their nose for navigation. They're heavy built and use their powerful claws to dig burrows in which they spend most of their time. They can grow up to 1 meter long and 35 centimeters high and weigh up to 40 kilos. One of the rarest land mammals in existence, it's estimated that only 115 of these cute fellas were left in 2003, only 30 of which were female. However, thanks to conservation efforts, the population lifted to 196 by 2013 and is now on a steady incline with an estimated modern population of 230 in 2015. Number 10. The pygmy three-toed sloth, also called the monk or dwarf sloth, is found exclusively on one small island on the Panama coast named Isla Escudo de Veraguas. Significantly smaller than other sloths, they weigh between 2.5 and 3.5 kilograms. They weren't discovered until as late as 2001, and it's estimated there are only 79 of these critters left on the planet. Labeling them critically endangered is a bit of an understatement. Number 9. Rats probably aren't the first thing that comes to mind when it comes to rare or endangered, but an exception is made with the red-crested tree rat. Found in Colombia at altitudes of 700 to 2,000 meters, these rats dropped off the radar for over 100 years after in 1898 when they were last seen. In 2011, reserve researchers sighted the species again and studied the red-crested tree rat. Similarly sized to guinea pigs, these rats are around 18 inches long. Due to deforestation, their habitat has been obliterated and they'll likely go extinct in the near future. Number 8. The angel shark is one of the least sharky sharks out there. They have unusual flattened bodies and broad fins, making them resemble rays. They can be found worldwide in temperate and tropical seas, typically in shallower areas, but can be found as deep as 1,300 meters. While exact figures aren't known, due to bad fishing practices, these weird boys were pulled up in nets and chummed up for crab bait. Ugh. Fishing increased from 147 kilograms in 1977 to 454,000 kilograms in 1985 in California Bay alone. This created a rapid decline in their population, which is now regulated. The species is now considered critically endangered. Number 7. An arboreal species, the wise-looking rollaway monkeys spend most of their time in the tree canopy. They live up to 20 years in the wild and are only found in a small area of the eastern Ivory Coast and forests of Ghana between Sandra and the Pra rivers. They live in small social groups between 15 and 30 monkeys and have a single male that oversees around 10 females in their young. That's a hell of a job. Due to a habitat loss and hunting, these monkeys are now considered endangered. Number 6. The Ararepe manakin is a bird only found in the northeastern Brazilian state Ceará. These birds have strong sexual dimorphism, with the males possessing a red plumage and white body colouring, and the females being primarily green. The only place they'll breed is in a 1 kilometre square stretch of land which lies inside a theme park, not the best place to raise kids. As a result, they have become critically endangered. Don't fret though, as their population appears to be on the rise, with the number of birds increasing from 50 in 2000 to 500 pairs in 2008. Number 5. A species endemic to the southwestern region of Ecuador, the Rio Pescado stubfoot toad was thought to be extinct after its last sighting in 1995. It resurfaced itself in 2011 when a single specimen was found by a team from Conservation International during a hunt for missing amphibians. It's no wonder we couldn't find these toads, as males are a tiny 27 to 29 mm and the larger females at 35 to 37 mm in length. Now classified as critically endangered, some consider the species to be extinct. Number 4. These tiny geometric tortoises have amazing patterns on their shells. They are only found on the southwestern cape of South Africa in an area known as the Renosterveld. Growing to a maximum of 6 inches of diameter, their shells feature a strong black and yellow pattern that help it blend in to prevent predation. Very shy in nature, known to flee when noticing observers, the geometric tortoise was believed to be extinct in the 1960s, but a surviving population was found 12 years later, and they now exist in numbers of around 2,000 in isolated and conserved pockets. Number 3. The vaquita is a species of porpoise. They are the smallest of all cetacea, a group that includes whales, dolphins, and porpoises. They are endemic to the northern part of the Gulf of California. They are a victim of bycatching and illegal gill fishing for totoaba in the area, and their gradual decline towards extinction is a direct result. Their population is all but gone and still in a steady decline, with numbers dropping from 600 in 1997 to under 100 in 2014, below 60 in 2015, and just 2 years later in 2017, now below 30. These guys will be extinct soon unless action is taken. Facilities are being constructed to help house and provide a safe breeding environment, so hopefully those numbers will turn around in the near future. Number 2. Second to last on our list, one of the world's rarest large mammals, the Saola is a forest-dwelling bovine found only in the Annamite Range in Vietnam and Laos. Closely related to cattle, goats, and antelopes, these bovines inhabit evergreen forests which are being encroached on by human civilization. They are hunted illegally for use in restaurants, traditional medicines, and in the illegal fur trade. They also get caught in illegal snares, over 26,000 of which have been removed from Saola habitats by conservation groups. Saola are a hot topic of debate, with some researchers wanting to attempt cloning to restore populations. Number 1. The dusky gopher frog is also known to locals as the Mississippi gopher frog. It's a tiny 8 centimeters long and possesses a dark brown or black back covered in warts. Yuck. They also make a sound akin to a human snoring. Once abundant in lower Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama, it is now only found in 2 ponds. Around 100 can be found in Glens Pond, Harrison County, Mississippi, and a sparse population with an epicenter of Mike's Pond in Jackson County. Urban sprawl and deforestation is considered to be the cause of the rapid decline in population. Thanks for sticking around until the end of the video. It was our first one, so we had a mix of fun and frustration while making it. We'd love to know what you thought and if you have seen or heard of any of these rare species. We hope you enjoyed the video. We'd appreciate it if you hit the thumbs up and be sure to subscribe for more brain food.